Hello, this is Dee from dmiddleton.com. Thank you for joining me on my series 11 Reasons You Fail to Get Organized. Previously, we covered two hindrances to getting organized. In my first post in this series, I mentioned that we will uncover 11 common roadblocks that most of us are familiar with on some level that prevent us from taking steps toward a more organized life and home. This is part 3 of the 11-part series. Today, we will uncover a third common hindrance. Let's get started learning how to declutter and organize. Hindrance number 3 to getting organized is that your system is too complicated to keep up. What exactly does this mean? Simply stated, it means that you have already some sort of system of organization, but it is so complex that you fail to follow through. If you are trying to declutter and organize, you want to have a system you can maintain easily. Some common complaints you might say if this is your hindrance are I have color codes and numbers for each category of items. Or you may have said I have smaller containers and boxes inside of larger containers. You may find yourself saying I have 6 different folders for my files. In short, you have overcomplicated your organization process. An example of this might be creating a separate folder for every piece of paperwork that comes in, although those papers fall within the same category. A far simpler method would be to create a simple file system for each category of papers. To explain further, let's look at the topic of car insurance. If you took every sheet of paper related to car insurance and filed it in separate folders, you could have as many as 10 to 15 different folders, especially if you insure multiple vehicles. You might have a folder for statements, a folder for claims, for coverages, a folder for proof of insurance, a folder for each vehicle, and the list goes on. It would be far simpler to have one folder for car insurance instead of multiple folders because it creates such a complex and confusing system. The goal is to actually file those papers as they come in. But if your system is complex, you likely won't follow through. You don't want to create more work for yourself if you don't have to. The goal of organization is to be able to access what you need quickly and efficiently. So you'll want to declutter and organize those papers. Now let's determine how you can overcome this organizing hindrance. First, evaluate an area of your home where this is happening frequently. You will likely be able to identify it by looking for piles and determining what is in those piles. Next, you simplify your system. We want to get rid of unnecessary steps. Returning items to their home should involve only 1 to 2 steps. If it involves multiple steps, zippers, drawers, cupboards, stacked boxes with lids, etc., it just simply won't do. You want to create a simple, manageable system that will encourage you to follow through. Declutter and organize what you intend to keep, and then simplify your system. In my next post, we'll tackle another common hindrance to getting organized, so stay tuned for this 11-part series. Is clutter your issue? If so, join my daily declutter series here on YouTube. You can also find my declutter principles over on the blog dmiddleton.com. Perhaps you need help with your home. You can grab my free ebook, Make Over Your Homemaking, over on the blog dmiddleton.com. Need to deep clean? I have cleaning principles as well. Follow the link in the video description to learn more. Now leave a comment below and let me know how you plan to get organized today.